Hi, this is Matthew with more Words to the Wise, and today's concern being a man and crying. And the quote that I'm going to read to you comes from a fantastic novel that I'm reading at the moment on my Kindle called An American Marriage by Tiari Jones. And the following is the quote that I would like to share. He stood again and cried, not like a baby, but in the way that only a grown man can cry, from the bottom of his feet up through his torso and finally through his mouth. When a man wails like that, you know it's all the tears that he was never allowed to shed, from little league disappointment to teenage heartbreak, all the way to whatever injured his spirit just last year. And I mean, it's a really powerful novel. It was about a man that, where I'm up to at the moment, he's been wrongly convicted of a crime, and this idea of obviously men not being able to, I was going to say share the feelings, but it's not even that so much as being able to feel their feelings and having to push them down, and I'm a firm believer that they will find a way to come out one way or another. We can't just pretend our feelings aren't there. We can push them deep inside, but they don't go away. They will manifest in one way or another, usually in a destructive way, in a way that's not good for us. And I just think it's really, I just thought that was brilliantly put. And I did a course last year as part of the Borough Man Can campaign. It's about men's health, and it was, one of the exercises was really powerful, and it was asking questions about childhood that help you reflect on what essentially what boys are taught about being a man. About attitudes to work, emotion, what the man's role in the family is. And it was really eye-opening to see just how deeply ingrained certain attitudes and beliefs are, that I suppose when you sit and explore them logically and from a modern standpoint, you can say, well, that's a load of rubbish, but they're already deeply imprinted. Now, I'm not advocating a world where it's a constant X Factor audition with men crying all over the place, but I certainly think it's very important to be able to share how we feel with somebody, and at the very least to acknowledge and be allowed to feel what we feel. Because there's a quote that I love that, feelings aren't right or wrong, they just are, and we shouldn't beat ourselves up. Our feelings are trying to tell us something, and we should acknowledge that, and and that's the only way that we can really truly move past them. I'd love to hear your thoughts as always, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.